Hello and welcome to NBAA TV. I'm Amy Sweezy and we made it. It's the final day of 2021 NBAA-BACE. I'm a little sad too, I know you are. The next time that this many business aviators will be together again is going to be 7 months from now in Geneva, and it's in the month of May 2022 for EBACE. Now with me to look ahead to that event is the EBAA Chairman of the Board, Juergen Wiese. Did I get it right?
Excellent.
Juergen,
Perfect.
all right,
Thank you.
great. Thank you so much for being here. So I guess just tell me a little bit, first of all, about the preparations that are underway for EBACE. What's going on in Europe, in Geneva?
Well, in Europe we are heavily preparing for EBACE, but first of all I want to express my excitement that I can be here all these days and share again the network and the personal contacts, because that is something I think which is invaluable, and that is what our industry is all about, because business aviation connects people. Business aviation is there for, we're all human beings, and is there to really ensure that we can meet directly, safely, securely, and that's what it's all about. And so it's very fantastic that I can be here, and that this is the first actual convention exhibition which is taking place and sets the scene now for the next event in Geneva in May, which we will hold again in Geneva, and this is the point I want to make. We did a lot in preparations with the city of Geneva, with the hotels. We listened to feedback from attendees and exhibitors, and want to make sure that this will be the great show and even better than before, because we will refocus on 4 pillars. We will refocus on innovation, on sustainability, on safety, and of course, as I said earlier, networking, because this is the glue which helps us keep the industry together.
Right, and you missed 2, right? 2 in a row?
Absolutely, we missed 2 in a row, unfortunately, because COVID hit right in the preparations to EBACE in March 20. So we are very excited that we can hold it again, and we are in constant contact with health experts, with the city of Geneva, with the venue, to make sure we can have a safe and secure event for all attendees and exhibitors.
Tell me a little bit about the business, aviation field in Europe. How have you rebounded from the pandemic? What happened during the pandemic?
Well, during the pandemic, I call it the long valley of darkness through which we walked. Business aviation never completely stopped. It was down to very low level, but we did our share of social responsibility, if I want to say it this way, because business aviation was used to bring families together, to repatriate people into their home country within Europe, because Europe was a tapestry of different regulations, so you had to go back to your home country. So business aviation took its part in there. It took back COVID patients to urgent care in their home country. But later on, business aviation helped in the distribution of personal protective equipment, like masks or suits or even tests. And even later, business aviation was also used to bring vaccines in some countries to places where it couldn't be brought at the proper speed, to help the logistics of vaccination. So now business aviation at this stage even rebounded to higher levels than 2019, and we are very happy to see that. And the associations like NBA and EBAA and others throughout the region of Europe, we have also national associations, they did their hard work to support business aviation during these times with advocacy, but also with the proper information to operate aircraft safely and securely in this environment. And we think that this work paid off, together with the inherent resilience of the industry, to now go to higher levels.
What does it take to put on a huge event like EBACE? Is it similar to this one here?
It is similar. It's a little bit smaller, usually, but it takes the same efforts. I mean, we have to take the same security, safety measures, health measures, and a lot of organization has to go into there. And that's why right now the focus was certainly on the partnership with NBAA and EBAA. We are the partners in this venture, to make sure this event takes off. And takes off, and it took off. I mean, it was just fantastic to see the vibrant atmosphere here, which was really, you could feel it, and the
Yes.
emotion behind there, the igniting the new spirit,
Yes.
and that was the focus. And now we put the full focus on EBACE over the next 7 months, and that's why people should take a look at the website, because new information will be coming very soon. Right now it's not so much populated, but new information will be coming very soon with all the relevant information for exhibitors and attendees, and all the key elements which we will have, which includes, and I'm excited and delightful to announce that today, our keynote speaker, Zara Rutherford, the young girl, 19 years old, who will become the first, or the youngest woman to circumnavigate the world. She is currently in Asia, completing her world tour. And she is so outstanding. I mean, she sells her car. If you look at her website, she sells her car to sponsor this flight around the world. And she is certainly a role model for a lot of young people, especially women and girls, to join the ranks of aviation. And whatever job you can do in aviation, this is a role model she serves now, because people are sometimes not aware that aviation is not only pilots and mechanics.
Exactly.
There are such a vast variety of jobs in business aviation. Yeah.
So other than hearing from her, of course, what are other things? How would you encourage someone who's here at this event to also attend EBACE?
Well, EBACE, we want to be the forerunner also for advanced air mobility, and especially in Europe, as Europe has a very tight focus on sustainability through the European Union. This is something which we have to do, which we think the industry is suited to do. We want to be the forerunner in the aviation industry in terms of sustainability. We want EBACE to be a leading show to show off how business aviation and aviation can be done in a sustainable way. And I think that's because the developments are coming so fast. That's why 7 months is just felt like
right.
2 or 3 years in the current time, and,
right.
and you have to watch out and go there. And especially it's important to reconnect worldwide. I mean, business aviation is not regional, local to a certain degree, but it's a worldwide connection. And that's why people who attend here or exhibit here, we invite them to come, and I spoke a lot to exhibitors in the past 2 days, and they're excited to come back. They asked me, will EBACE happen? I said, of course. If this can happen, I'm very sure EBACE can happen in 7 months' time.
So after spending all this time talking to people, walking around, listening to the sessions, what's one of your, or more than one, but what's a big takeaway from this conference for you?
The big takeaway is, first of all, in this time of COVID or pandemic, and we hope it comes to an end or to some controllable measure,
yes.
that it's possible to host an event like this. I think that was very important. And we're sitting here not wearing a mask, and it was possible with the proper measures. I think that is very important. And also the big takeaway was for me that there is a big excitement to come together again and meet in person, because this is invaluable. We are human beings. We cannot just sit in a video conference where you switch your camera off or you go on mute. And here we are live. I can't go on mute now, okay? Right. I can't switch my camera and face off, because this is live, and this is good that it's live, because we're human beings, and this is the social contact we need. This is the glue which keeps us together, and we need that networking and the new nodes, because we can connect with people who we already know, but that doesn't bring new inspiration in. So we need to connect with new people. And that's a very good takeaway from having these live events again. And business aviation, I want to say, in the absence of teleportation, business aviation is the next best thing to connect people directly, safely and securely.
Oh, that's a great way to close. I love it. That's perfect. All right, Juergen Wiese, Chairman of the Board at EBAA. Of course, we hope that we see everyone, right? Watching
Absolutely.
at home, and everyone here at the conference in 7 months in Geneva. I'm Amy Sweezy. You're watching NBAA TV.
Looking forward to seeing you in Geneva.